welcome to the American Sports Connection. I'm your host, the one and only Joey Railroads. I'm here with my good buddy Ryan Ennis. Ryan, how's it going, man?
Very well, man. Happy Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah, we got 2019 off with a bang. Happy New Year to everybody.
Yep. Uh, we took a little break last week, so yep, definitely happy New Year, healthy New Year from
Like
last
you
year.
did what I did, except it was a little bit sooner. I kind of laid in bed as the New Year happened, and then I fell asleep.
Oh yeah. I was in bed by like 12:15.
Plus, if you were in the Northeast, who in the hell wants to be out in the rain for New Year's?
Oh, bro, it was not nice out. For those who don't know, it was cold and rainy, and I feel, not bad for the people at Times Square because they're idiots to begin with.
I was like, they
But
choose to do it, so
yeah, but that's just, that can't be fun. You can't use the bathroom for hours.
yeah. And isn't there like people that do that for like 12 plus hours?
Fuck yeah, bro. Even more than that. I'm sure they're out there early in the morning.
Hell yeah, I can only imagine. You probably see more of it because you're in the city.
No, I'm north of the city. Well,
Well, I
for us, the city is Manhattan. That's what we
okay.
refer to as the
And
city.
how far is that from you?
Right now, I can get there in 25 minutes on the
Okay,
train.
I was just curious.
Yeah, it's not far.
I guess because I always from where you used to live, I always like, oh, you're in the city.
I'm actually closer to the city now than, well, if you talk about New York City as a whole, but when people say the city, they typically just talk about Manhattan.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I actually lived further from, well, I lived closer, but it would take me longer to get there from my old place.
Go figure, right?
Yeah, fucking public transportation, bro.
All right, before we get into everything, don't forget to check us out on social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at ASC Pods. Check out B Plus Player Radio. You can find all of our past episodes on there. Find them on Twitter at B Plus Radio. And don't forget to check out our sponsors over at Too Sweet Magazine. Find them on Twitter at 2TOO Sweet Mag. Now, if you are like Ryan and was up at 4:30, you might have caught Wrestle Kingdom today.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I joked about staying up like I did last year, but man, I'm old now. Like, so I was in bed early, not even early, no- normal time, but I just couldn't sleep last night. When I looked at the time, it was like, yeah, it's about 4:30. It was right before 4:30. It was like, fuck it, let me just go turn it on. And I saw everything live from the Cody versus Juice Robinson match on. So
Cody rocking the Jacksonville Jaguars colors.
yeah, that was the first thing I saw when the stream went on was him coming out in the Jaguars colors. I was like, man, that is so nifty. Because they were talking about the new promotion too, which makes me think that there's at least not hostility on the end of New Japan. 'Cause
Yeah, it's
hell,
like a handshake kind of agreement.
yeah, I hope so. I mean, I think that would be great.
It would be good for everyone involved.
I firmly believe that. I think it would just be good for wrestling in general.
And I've had this conversation with someone else. They said 2019 is like going to be a weird year because it's like every company wants to sign and lock up their talent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be a lot of money going around in 2019, so that's good for these guys, and I've heard some interesting names as people who could potentially be interested, like people who are signed to contracts now.
Yeah, I know all the
People
elites,
like,
all the elite they signed, obviously.
I'm talking about WWE guys.
Okay.
I heard maybe guys like Ziggler, Ryder, who is one of Cody's best friends in real life. Ty Dillinger, who's apparently close with Cody. They've all been communicating with them on Twitter.
Well, I heard a rumor that Ziggler was finishing up, like Monday was his last match.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Because the
But
way
I haven't.
he got destroyed at the end of that match was like they wrote him off almost.
Huh. Yeah, no, you can definitely be right.
But you know how people like to talk.
No, it definitely could be. I mean, like, I don't know what his contract status is.
Here's a good laugh for you. Lance in the chat wrote he was rocking the Jaguars colors, so I'm assuming he lost.
Yes, haha, yes.
But
Good match though. I mean, for what he was in NXT, people love Juice Robinson over in Japan.
he's really gotten a lot better from his NXT days.
Well, they were willing to push him as something bigger when he first got there, and he was like, "No, I want to do it the right way." And he was a young lion first.
Yeah, he basically wanted to do it like the respectful way.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is his second time with the title. I believe he's the first two-time holder of this particular belt. I didn't realize Cody was champion going in.
Good for him, man.
Yeah, he definitely found his calling.
And because we talked about this off air. They basically, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, they basically had every title switch hands, which I don't think has really ever happened, or if it has, it's very rare.
Yeah, I don't know their history that well, but I don't think WWE switched every single title in one night.
It almost makes me feel like they're like rebranding everything, like starting over, you know?
I don't know, because like the guy who won the title, I believe this is his seventh or eighth reign with it. He's like their Hulk Hogan and John Cena and Ric Flair.
Interesting.
Takahashi?
Yeah.
Is it Takahashi? Tanahashi.
I always get them confused too.
Yeah. And I feel bad because it's like I feel like, oh, you stupid American. Like you can't get the names right.
Yeah.
But yeah, the U.S. title match between Juice and Cody was good for what it was. It was kind of Cody passing the torch. Really good for him. I gotta pull up the card, unless you happen to have it in front of you.
Let me see, because my internet's trying to be difficult with me.
Yeah, let me just pull it up because I forget the order that. Like, I didn't see the Young Bucks match, but I expected them to lose anyway.
I wanted to mention and ask your opinion. The Will Ospreay Ibushi match. Do you think he was legitimately hurt with the elbow?
Oh, he was knocked the fuck out. He got stretched out.
Okay, because my whole thing
legit.
was if he was like legitimately like injured and knocked the fuck out. Why, if you were like a referee, why would you let him do another move on him?
Is it Japan?
Well, that's valid. I guess that's just like the person in me where you're like, why would they let that happen?
Oh, I know. Trust me, I know. I looked at that and like when I seen him get hoisted up for for another move, I was like, man, that dude's out.
Like it
Like,
shouldn't.
but I've been under the impression all day that he was knocked the fuck out, and that's what a couple of news sites are saying too.
Okay.
That he was legitimately knocked out. So I wasn't there. It looked like a knockout.
Oh no, I was just I was curious for your opinion.
I don't know. I mean, like head trauma, bro.
And the weird thing to me is that Ibushi would be cool with like a move like that with his neck issues.
Yeah. To me, that was a little bit reckless.
Here's something I'm intrigued by. I don't know if you know this. Davey Boy Smith's kid, the guy that he's in Suzuki Gun, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
he just signed, I don't know if it's exclusive or not, but he just signed a deal with MLW, I was reading. I don't know what's gonna, like, what will become of that. And for those that
That's
don't know
interesting.
what I'm talking
I
about,
have no idea.
MLW is Court Bauer's company.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know where to tell people to go watch it. I don't mean that in a bad way.
Oh no, I
I
know
don't
what you're
know
saying. You
anything
just
at all
don't
about it.
know, like, oh my god, you have to
No,
see this match. Go here.
I couldn't tell you who's part of it. I mean, I know more about Japanese wrestling than I do about that,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
no, it's cool. I'm looking. I'm trying to remember. I really enjoyed the Zack Sabre Jr. match, but see, there's a lot of people that don't like him.
I actually didn't see the Zack Sabre Jr. match. That was, I think, before. That was against Tomohiro Ishii.
Yes,
Yeah, I actually didn't see it.
and it was cool because Taka Michinoku came out with him.
Oh, that is cool. I like Taka. I've always been a fan of Taka.
I kind of popped for that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Did you see Jericho post a picture of his
His
chest?
welts. Yeah, yeah.
What the hell was that from?
It was a no DQ match, so they were beating the shit out of each other with fucking everything.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what exactly it was that could have like cold cocked him. But I thought the show was good. Maybe it's because I don't know. I kind of enjoyed last year's show better. And not in like a disrespectful way.
No, I thought it. No, I enjoyed this year. Um,
What do
it
you
wasn't.
think, now that we're talking about this with Okada? They kind of have him in like this no man land.
What do you mean?
I don't like. It almost feels like they don't know what to do with him.
I don't know. I mean, he may be giving back for a while.
That's
Like,
what I was wondering, and if that's true, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean,
Especially to Jay White.
yeah, I guess I'm coming around on him. I'm not really a big Jay White fan. Like, I still don't quite get it. Um, I did
Apparently,
realize
they
watching
really
Okada.
like him over there.
Yeah, no, he has to be doing something right. But Okada reminds me so much of The Rock.
Yes, with
Just
the
like his
charisma.
movement. Well, just physically reminds me of The Rock too. Like just moving around the ring.
He's a big dude.
Yeah, he's not a slouch.
Are you gonna watch New Year's Dash?
I'm sure at some point I will.
Because I was reading a lot of stuff, and that this could be like the Elite and all them kind of saying goodbye at New Year's Dash.
That's probably what it's gonna be.
And the more I think about it, it makes sense, which could kind of segue into what I've been reading. Meltzer is saying, I'm assuming sometime this weekend, because it was going to be after Wrestle Kingdom, the heads of New Japan, Ring of Honor, and AEW are supposed to sit down and try and work out some type of talent agreement, or I shouldn't say talent agreement, where they can all work together.
That would be so fucking good for wrestling.
I was about to say it would be an amazing thing for wrestling.
That would be so good for wrestling.
Did you see
People,
the only person, not the elite, that I've seen that has signed with the new company AEW is Britt Baker.
yes, I've seen that. So I think that's pretty cool. I guess I mean because she had her good showing at All In.
Yeah, she's really
So I mean,
talented.
I don't know much about her.
I met her a few weeks in December. And when I saw her, like I literally did a double take because she looks like up close identical to Chelsea Green.
Does she?
She really looks like her. Cause like I asked the person I was with, I was like, "Is that Chelsea Green?" And they're like, "No, it's Britt Baker." I was like, "Oh."
That's funny.
But no, she was very nice, very sweet. The other names are really interesting. That Jericho looks like he's going to be heavily involved.
Goldberg.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
Yeah, that really is a weird one.
But
Um,
since we spoke earlier today, I read more about it, and it's because his agent, who's Jesse Ventura's agent, Barry Bloom, is going to have a big backstage role with the company, apparently.
that's interesting.
And he's there. The article that I read was that he wants to try and get people, not just wrestlers, but like backstage talent and stuff, if they're out of their contracts with WWE, like try to back channel stuff, I guess.
Interesting.
I know. I thought that was kind of really cool. Like, and the big rumor is they're negotiating with Time Warner to get on TNT.
That's interesting.
Because of the cons, who, for those that don't know, the cons are like as they would say, the money marks. I guess their son is the one that's running it. He's like a big wrestling fan.
Some shit like that.
Yeah, and apparently he's using or trying to use some connections that he has to meet with Time Warner and get them on TV.
Well, that's cool.
I think that'd be very interesting.
Potentially, yeah.
I know, and I'm sure you saw it, they have the trademark for the Tuesday night show.
Oh, that's just a trademark. I mean, that's a hope. I'm sure.
Right, yeah, I'm just, I guess you would say playing devil's advocate. Oh, well, this is what it means.
Yeah, I'm sure they're just gonna take whatever they can get if they can get on TV.
Oh, hell yeah. You take whatever you can get and then let your product speak for itself. But my thing is, and I told this to somebody else earlier today, you have to have, in my opinion, a mix of veteran / name people, but then others that people don't know that you have to make a name for.
Yeah, it's also cheaper that way.
What's that?
It's also cheaper that way.
Oh, absolutely.
You build your own stars.
Yeah, and I'm sure they could find a lot of people that'll be willing to do it. That would jump at the chance.
There's a lot of talent out there, bro.
It's going to be really interesting considering Ring of Honor is trying to exclusively lock up their talent now, as well as other companies,
Well, yeah, I mean, people want to stay in business.
I think Sinclair finally figured that out.
What do you mean?
Because they never really seem to want to put a lot of money behind Ring of Honor.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's changing.
Like, it's slowly starting to get there. I personally am curious, not that I didn't like the Elite, but it'll be interesting how Ring of Honor reshapes itself now.
Yeah. Yeah, over time, yeah, absolutely.
I think it'll be interesting to see because there's quite a few guys I like there. The other interesting thing is with Marty Skrull. I know his deal's not up for a little while longer. If he's going to hang around or not.
With ROH?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, like, they just gave him his own faction, so who knows?
Yeah, that's what I'm curious. I'm wondering if it's like, hey, we're going to give you this thing to do, like, or this kind of somewhat big angle and, you know, try to keep you happy.
It's possible.
I thought it was cool because I really like those two dudes. They're, my God, those Brody King and PCO are big fucking dudes.
Yeah. No, but good for them. I mean, like, if they can make some money with that, you know.
Hell yeah.
Good for him. I'm a big Marty fan.
Yeah, he's one of the dudes that really has a lot of charisma.
Yeah, I've been a fan of his for quite a while. I like the whole villain.
Oh.
Gimmick. Like, I loved William Regal. It's just like, he was just the villain. He
Yeah.
didn't need a gimmick. He was just a bad human being. He was a villain. Proper English villain.
I totally agree with you. I wanted to ask you, what did you think of Omega's entrance at Wrestle Kingdom?
I thought it was pretty nifty.
I liked it.
I'm a fan of anything video game related.
Yeah, I thought you would get excited for it.
Yeah, no, I thought it was unique. I thought it was different. I mean, he came out with the Terminator last year, but they had fucked up his graphics, so it didn't make any sense.
Was it last year?
No, it wasn't the Terminator last year. It was whatever he was doing last year. They had kind of fucked up.
I remember they screwed something up, but I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, he came out looking like an Egyptian pharaoh.
Yeah.
He kind of looked like Farah from Overwatch.
Yes, that's what it was. The Terminator was like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this was the other one where he was the Pharaoh. But you know, I thought it was pretty cool. I like the whole one-wing angel thing. That's a nod to his finisher, which is a nod to Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII, the one-wing angel.
Yeah.
That's where that comes from. It's all a reference to Final Fantasy VII for those who don't know.
I'll say this. I always liked the way they protected that move.
Oh, me too. I think it's genius.
Where they made it special.
Yeah, he tries for, like, that's the one thing I noticed that I really like about New Japan is it's not so much false finishes. It's going for your finisher but not being able to hit it. But, you know, it's your opponent. It's not people kicking out of your finisher, but it's about you. Can you hit it?
It reminds me of when I was a kid and used to watch Jake Roberts when he would wrestle. Oh, could he get the DDT and, you know, that kind of deal.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I gotta be honest.
If he hit it, but could he hit it?
Yeah. I gotta be honest though. I'm kind of sick of the 15 like V triggers in a match.
Yeah, just the constant knees. Yeah, it kind of gets played out. I agree.
I was gonna say that, and I can't think of his name. The dude that does the English broadcast for New Japan, how he like dramatically says it all the time.
Don Callis?
No, it's I think it's the other guy. Is it Kevin Kelly still?
Oh, Kevin Kelly, yeah. I don't know if that was Kevin Kelly Yeah, I
No,
think he's
I don't think it was him last time, but I meant from previous ones where he's just so
yeah.
dramatically doing it. I'm like, all right, we get it. Yeah, like that I don't particularly care for. The other stuff though is cool.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't think it was anywhere near as good as other matches that he's had, but um, I
That's
think it was a
why I
great
said
match.
the show was kind of I liked last year's better cuz not that this match was bad, I guess, but it's just last year you had like the big marquee matchup and you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, but last year was one of the, like, arguably one of the greatest matches of all time. So I think it's hard to compare anything
Yeah,
against
that's
it.
true. I'll give you that.
Because I thought this was a very strong card.
No, I agree.
Uh,
It was
just
weird seeing
overall,
Jericho wear the hat and the jacket with the spikes on it.
Jericho's found the fountain of youth again.
Oh yeah, I mean he's great. It looked odd.
Yeah.
No, I
Uh,
really like super heel Jericho over there.
yeah, no, he's been great over there, but people are saying like that because he dropped the title, he may actually be done because he sounded like he had a contract.
It might be because he's gonna start doing stuff with AEW, helping them out.
I mean, I don't know if he's gonna help out or if he's gonna work, and I don't know if he's gonna sign to something before like there's something concrete.
Well,
Jericho's kind of a shrewd businessman.
oh, absolutely. We'll find out more this week because they have that big rally on Tuesday,
Yes, like 2 blocks away from where SmackDown's gonna be.
which is kind of funny in itself.
Yeah, I just think that's completely coincidental. I
Yeah,
truly believe that.
I mean, you'll probably learn more about what's going on, but I'll give them credit. They've been very tight-lipped on things to keep like buzz going. You know?
Oh, yeah, they gotta. You gotta leak out just enough to pique interest.
Oh, absolutely. Here's my thing. I wonder if they're going to uh, wrestle a lot or be more of doing backstage stuff, like behind the scenes.
Whom? The Bucks and
The
Cody?
elite.
Probably a bit of both.
That's what I was thinking.
Man, I don't see why not. Um, and apparently both Brandy and Matt's wife have signed on for executive roles as well. Apparently
Yes.
Matt's wife is like brilliant.
I've heard that she's like a really shrewd businesswoman.
Oh yeah, she's the one who takes care of their stuff when they're in Japan and stuff. So
And if Brandy's been with all of them, I'm sure not that she's dumb by any stretch of the imagination, but she's probably learned a lot from her.
Brandy has like a business degree.
Yeah.
I mean, I think educated wise, I think she's well more educated than people give her credit for.
Right. And I think it's kind of cool because she posted something on Instagram where she's like, she kind of took a gamble on herself, where it's like, she can have her dream of being in the wrestling business, but still use like her degrees that she got. It's like the best of both worlds.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, good. Yeah, I'm happy for all of them. It's people taking initiative. You don't like the place you work, so you make a new one.
I'd never fault anybody for willing to, roll the dice and bet on themselves.
Yeah. No, I'm the same way. If you're gonna take a chance on on yourself, who the fuck am I to have an opinion otherwise? Say something's gonna fail. So,
Absolutely.
like I genuinely wish it the best of luck. I mean, do they know how to run a business? I don't know, but I'm sure Tony Khan knows how to run a business. They know wrestling.
So, you know business, we know wrestling, so we can kind of like merge it together, they're hoping, I guess.
I mean, it could work. It absolutely could work.
Stranger things have happened.
It's just we'll see what happens. I mean, it's just it's gonna be an interesting year. A lot of money going around.
A lot of money. Because,
yeah, I mean,
wasn't it that Khan fronted them like $100 million?
No. He didn't front them $100 million. He's the president of the company.
Well, that's what I meant for the company.
Yeah, he's willing to invest $100 million in starting up the company. Not necessarily all at once, but they're looking to lock people down to multiple year contracts, like to show that they're serious.
I'm really intrigued to see where it goes.
Oh, so am I. I'm very intrigued. Because this is going to be the biggest threat to McMahon since WCW.
Since Turner folded, yeah.
Yeah. It's...
And I always say this, and not, a lot of people that are younger than us won't know because they never saw the Monday Night War, but competition is a good thing.
It really is. It keeps everybody trying their best.
And I mean, I'm in no way saying they're going to be competition to WWE, but they're going to be an alternative that might have to make Vince step his game up.
Yeah, it's an alternative that's starting from the ground up, full of people who know wrestling.
Which is what you always want if you're going to start up a new wrestling company, people to know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah. It's not like Dixie Carter trying to run it, like it's just a normal business.
That's a good one. What I wanted to bring up to you, because I know you said you really enjoyed SmackDown this week.
Yes.
There was only one issue I had with it, and I wanted to get your opinion on it. Because they've been talking about how they want to switch things up and have like change and different things like that, and they got rid of the automatic rematches. Well, the issue I had, and this is in no means knocking who I'm speaking of or his talent. They had the main event was the Fatal 5-Way, and whoever won was going to wrestle Bryan at the Rumble. AJ goes and wins that match when he's already wrestled Bryan, twice already?
Yeah.
That was my issue. No disrespect to AJ Styles. I just thought you could have went somewhere different.
Well, I guess because Royal Rumble is one of their big five, they can do kind of like a blow-off there.
Okay.
And Daniel Bryan can get into the next program with whoever wins
the Rumble, kind of like the Rumble build from there to Mania.
I mean, although that may be from Raw, but that may also be inherently be somebody naturally from Raw.
Yeah. Because hasn't SmackDown won it the last 2 years?
Nakamura, and who won it the year before that?
Orton.
That's right, because he took the title from Bray.
In the worst world title match we've ever seen.
Yeah, chock full of fucking creepy images on the ring mat.
Ugh. But no, that was my my only thing when they were saying about we're gonna have different matchups and no more rematches. Well, this guy gets another one. I know they probably wouldn't have done it because he was the only good guy that I remember in it. Have Rey Mysterio win it.
Or Mustafa Ali.
Oh, yeah, they wouldn't have done that either.
I think they should have.
It would have been interesting, I'll give you that.
I think he's so good. But you already know this.
And it would have worked because he already beat Bryan in that tag match. I guess my thinking is they wanted to go with a marquee match for one of their big pay-per-views of the year.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's basically one of the big four.
Isn't it the big five now?
Or five, I mean, excuse me.
Because I think now they include Money in the Bank in that. Which I don't necessarily agree with, but...
yeah.
I do like... I'm okay with it only because it's AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan. I do like the no rematch clause, though. I've said that forever, that would be one step towards making things better. So we don't get the same fucking fight 6,892.
So we don't get Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn 10 times.
Yeah, in 2 months.
We've talked about that. And kind of like AJ and Nakamura, where they wrestled so many times.
Yeah, and then it just got to the point where we don't want to see it anymore.
Yeah. Is Cena back like permanently now, or was that just like a one-time deal?
I heard he's supposed to be back permanently, but I also heard he's supposed to start filming a new movie by the end of like January.
Like right after the Rumble.
I actually thought it was before the Rumble.
It might be, actually. I thought it was cool that he had the interaction with Becky Lynch.
I thought that was so cool for her. Thank you.
Yeah, to make her like more legitimate. Not that she's not, but you get what I'm saying.
No, I thought that was such a badass segment.
And then I thought it was cool to have Almas and Vega be able to get in the ring with them.
Oh yeah, that always looks good on a resume. And they held their own for a while.
I'm really a big fan of his. I wish they would do more with him.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you fully on that. I really do wish that they would do more with him.
Especially on SmackDown where there's more opportunity to do so.
Bro, it was like 3.5 months between his appearances on SmackDown.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I mean, and he kind of had a feel-good story because he was so misused when he first got to NXT.
Yeah, because remember he almost quit.
Things were bad, bro. Like, nobody gave him flying fuck, and then they turned him heel. Oh, because he was a good guy coming to the ring, dancing, not dancing, but like all happy.
Yeah, he wore like the weird like outfit with the hat and everything. Yeah. I can hear you the like how you would say, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, it wasn't good. And now, like they struck fire with him, and he's horribly misused.
Yeah, man, I was happy for him when they turned him heel and he won the title and, got that run in NXT. And now I'm like, come on. He's, because they're really kind of short on heels on SmackDown. Other than Bryan.
Yeah. And even if he's not top tier, but just to, like, let him, like, get into the mix with people so people see, like, this guy can work.
Yeah.
I mean, at least give him a fucking feud.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, maybe after Rusev's done with Nakamura, let him feud over the U.S. title.
I would be so cool with that. Maybe not yet because he's still so new. Like, why does this new guy get a title shot?
But you know what I mean? Something like that.
Oh, you're right. No, you're right. You're right. Something of, like, some profile. I agree completely.
Well, you're like, okay, he's kind of, getting somewhere. He's not just, and I hate using this name because like Colin Delaney, where when you see the guy walk out, you're like, oh, I can go take a piss. He's fucking losing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like make people not get up to go get a sandwich or whatever, you know, so that they don't think they know exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm really starting to get behind Drew McIntyre.
Oh, bro, he's great. His run in NXT proved it. He's so good.
I didn't really care for him for a while. Like, I thought he was boring, kind of like bland. But as he got to the main roster and started doing more, he's kind of grown on me.
Yeah, I mean, he's genetically, he's just large, he's agile.
And that match him and Ziggler had was fantastic.
Yeah.
And we'll see what becomes of it, but McIntyre at the end just beat the snot out of the guy and almost felt like they wrote him off.
It could be because, you know, you were saying earlier that
his deal's coming up.
Yeah, that may have been the last that we see of Ziggler.
Same thing with Nakamura. His is coming up soon too.
I don't think Nakamura's going nowhere though.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a few that are coming up. I know it's Styles, Gallows and Anderson, Nakamura, Ziggler, and then maybe some others I'm forgetting.
Well, Styles, they'll throw the fucking company at.
Yeah, they'll basically give him whatever he wants.
Yeah, he just came off of a 1-year reign. I don't see them letting him go anytime soon.
No, I don't either. I also wanted your opinion on something. What do you consider The Miz now? Is he like a good guy?
I think he's I think he's just a character now, and I think it's the people who like him, the people who don't.
Okay, because it's just been weird.
Yeah, I think it's just supposed to be a fun thing. I mean, like, you know, heels can act that way.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm like, I don't know how I'm supposed to take this.
Don't think of it like that. Just enjoy it. Like, you know, like, stop asking how you're supposed to enjoy something and just enjoy it.
I guess it's just the fan in me that doesn't want to, just can't enjoy everything. There always has to be an answer.
Oh.
Which I need to knock the fuck off.
I mean, if you're really going to enjoy it, then yeah. You know, it's...
Because I got to admit, that segment with him and Shane with the outfits and the drawings and shit, that was pretty funny.
Yeah, I cracked the fuck up with that, you know, I mean, and it's that was funny. I mean, if there's times I'm supposed to boo him, I'll boo him. You know, like, if he says something that makes me laugh, I'm going to laugh. No, I just, you know, I think those kind of characters just work better than you telling me what I'm supposed to do.
That's fair. Where it's like, we'll just present it as it is, and then you take it however you take it.
Mm-hmm.
One other thing I noticed this week, Leo Rush taking a curb stomp, and he looked like he got murdered. My God, he sold it so well.
I actually didn't see that.
I'll have to send it to you when we get off air. That, and then the other cool thing was seeing Apollo Crews get a chance at a title shot.
Yeah, I was very, very, very happy to see that for him.
Good work. And him and Dean had a really good match, which I know you hear a lot of people, oh, well, Dean's boring and this and that. The dude can work when he wants to.
Yeah. Yeah, I think when he gets to work, you know, like, I don't think he could. He's not supposed to be working babyface. You know, somebody like his character is not supposed to be working babyface.
Well, I like him much, much better what he is now.
Yeah, I mean, he got signed to WWE because of his heel work, not
Yeah.
because he was.
Although I could go without the air raid siren.
I don't know. You and I differ on that. I love that.
I do, but my boy wants to play it like 20 times and give me a headache.
Uh, I'd wake him up with it then, bro. He loves it that much. That's gonna be your new alarm clock.
Yeah, there you
I'm doing
go.
that in the morning.
Hey, that's
I would literally do it.
Oh, I'm going to now. I should like
I would like to see that reaction.
yeah, I'm gonna like live film that shit and then put it on like Facebook.
Yeah, just go on Facebook Live. There you go.
Yeah,
Like,
with the fucking air horn, yeah. It reminds
Favorite
me
things.
of what the fuck movie is it? I want to say The Purge. Is that where it's from?
What, the air horn?
Yeah.
I don't know. Air horns are air horns.
Yeah, no, that one just sounds like from that series.
That's just an air raid siren.
Okay.
Like a typical air, like bomb coming in air raid siren.
Okay. I like the gas masks and everything. That's kind of cool.
His whole outfit is ripped right off of Bane from the Batman movie.
Oh, absolutely.
Including the mask.
Yeah.
I could do without the stormtroopers coming out with him.
Yeah, that's weird.
Other than that, I mean, I actually like the sirens. Maybe not as many, but
That's what I mean. Not like so many.
other than that, I mean, I'm a strong proponent that they should just change the theme.
Yeah.
If you're changing a character that much, you gotta change the theme. In my opinion.
Yeah. I agree with that. Why don't, you just make it a darker theme?
Like what they did with Cody.
Yeah. That would be a good idea.
That's one of my favorite fucking themes. Undashing Cody Rhodes.
Can you believe, dude, we're only like 3 weeks away from the Rumble?
Yeah, it's amazing how quick this,
And it's in,
time.
I don't want to say a random place, but when I saw where it's at this year, I was like, huh, that's different.
Yeah, it's in a football stadium.
In like, I want to say
Arizona.
Phoenix.
Yeah.
I'm curious how that's going to look.
Big. Just like WrestleMania. It's going to look very much like WrestleMania.
I guess it'll just be odd to see with the Rumble, because the only real big stadium I can remember them doing the Rumble in, and I'm going to take it back, and it wasn't even really that big, but it was for its time, was when they did the Rumble at the Alamo Dome.
There was one recently where everybody, all the big guys had to come down in the carts.
Huh.
2 years ago.
Was it?
Yeah, that they had all, like the fucking special carts. For
Oh,
all the
yeah.
larger guys.
Now I remember.
And then fucking Greatest Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
That was a pretty long ramp too.
Yeah, ask Titus O'Neil.
Yeah. But I know what you mean. It's definitely going to be a different look. I mean.
Because you're always, I guess what I'm saying is you're just, to me, I guess I'm just used to the grand, like, giant stadiums they usually just use for Mania. Not that it's a bad thing, it'll just be different.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Absolutely. All right. Before we head out of here tonight, you got any plans this weekend?
No, I don't think so. Video games. Chillax,
Red Dead
relax,
Redemption?
relax. Yeah, that's actually what I'm doing now. I've been fishing.
How far along are you?
Oh, I'm playing online now.
Are you getting no more story mode?
I haven't touched story mode in like a month because I've just been playing online. I'm up there. I'm in the high 50s, which is very high for now. Like I see most people are in the 20s and 30s.
And you like the online mode better?
It actually, I mean, like, I enjoy just the hunting and fishing aspect of it, and that's basically like where you make a lot of your money from. So it's like I figure, what's the point of doing this single player when I can just do the exact same thing in multiplayer?
Is it
And
soothing to fish?
kind of like when you know where to go to get what you want, yeah. Until some motherfucker comes up and shoots you from behind, and then you hear me screaming, "Come here, you motherfucker! I'm gonna eat your kids." No. I
Because
usually play with.
I've never found fishing like soothing. People be like, just relax. I'm like, this isn't relaxing to me.
I mean, in the game, it's fine. I mean, it's kind of chill, like. But I like the hunting and the fishing aspect of it. So for me, it's enjoyable. It doesn't require. I mean, like I'm doing it the whole time I'm talking to you. You can't even tell that I'm preoccupied.
Not at all.
You know, it's just I know where to go, and this is a very good way to make money. I don't want to say passively, but with very minimal effort.
Hell yeah, that's what's up. I have my aunt coming over tomorrow from down the shore. She usually comes up right after the holidays and brings up like Christmas gifts and birthday gifts and all that stuff. So that'll be fun.
Oh, that's cool.
She'll come and stay for a few hours, and then after she leaves, it'll be playoff football time.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
So that's the exciting weekend that I'm having.
I see.
January is going to be a quiet month for shows anyway. Not a lot of shows running.
Yeah, a lot of them I don't think seem to run in the winter heavily. I think WrestlePro is running 2 shows. I think they're running one in Jersey, which may have just happened. I know that they're running one in Brooklyn.
Okay. Yeah, no, the ones like that I usually go to or roundabout aren't running. They're kind of like taking time off after the holidays. It's kind of smart because you figure people are tapped out.
Yeah, people are broke after the holidays. Ain't nobody got money for wrestling shows.
Hell yeah, man. But on that note, we're going to get out of here for tonight. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, give it a thumbs up, all that stuff. And we'll see you back next week. Have a good night, everybody.